Welcome back to Lydden, where the special saloons race is underway. Cliff Butler, number 77, is out in front with Peter White second. Barry Nutley describes the closing stages.
Well, what a humdinger this has been. There is, incidentally, a Grand Touring class within this race, but they've been absolutely left for dead by this stunning battle for the lead between these two cars. Cliff Butler, number 77, and Peter White, number 22. Butler in the white Peugeot T16 all the way from the Wirral in Cheshire. 1900cc, that Peugeot really putting some rubber down on the track, but Peter White, number 22, from Westerham Hill, not too far from the Lydden circuit, just up the road, in fact, in the 1700cc Toyota Starlet, will be driving later on also in the Inter-Saloon class. But he's really closing now on the tailgate of Cliff Butler. These cars using the full 1 mile circuit here at Lydden, and I've been reliably informed that the whole crux of success on the full circuit is to get the exit from Devil's Elbow, and that's the left-hander at the bottom of the Dover slope right. But just look how he's closing now. Peter White having a good look at the inside line, hoping to sail through on the inside of Butler. Butler driving a very canny race indeed, and they will be coming up behind some tail-enders, having a good look further down the field. A distant third is number 26, Bill Ritter, but the race very much alive up the front, just 4 or 5 car lengths in it as they hurtle onto the straight. Pit signals there telling Butler just how close Peter White is to him, but he knows all about it. He can see him very clearly, large as life in the mirror. And look at Peter White then. The door was wide open on the inside and they're neck and neck, and he's drawing alongside, putting his floor down, 1900cc's, but he's got the wrong line. He's on the outside and drifting wide. Butler shuts the door again, diving back on the left. What a great race, just the two of them. A tremendous showing here. Peter White then going the long way round if he can, flicking across to the right-hand side again. Down Hairy Hill, this is where it counts, into paddock. And still Butler keeping his foot hard down. He's drifting right across the checkered flag, gets it, but which one? Your guess is as good as mine. We'll have to wait for confirmation of that one. A tremendous finish.
Race officials certainly needed a close look to separate Butler and White. Another few feet and Peter White would surely have won, but Cliff Butler made it home by the narrowest of margins. Butler first, White second, with Bill Ritter in the Metro third. Now to the Inter-Saloons, a unique formula of motorsport. The drivers are graded. The fastest should start at the back. Here's Barry Nutley.
20 starters then on the line or thereabouts, and the chance of a lifetime for number 55 in pole position, Victor Herzig, in the left-hand side of your picture. Let's see what he makes of this as they go down for the first time into Chessum's Drift. The rest of the pack stream away, but right from the third row, a dynamic start for number 13, Brian Warren from Hatfield in Hertfordshire in the maroon car. So Warren then with the yellow stripe alongside, taking the lead from Victor Herzig, number 55, in second. Slotting into third place, it's number 47, Duncan McLeod, in a 1700cc Toyota. Warren spins out, number 13, quick as a flash, stuffs the bank, but he's back in the fray. Frenetic activity then, and further down the pack, British champion, there he is, the orange and yellow car, number 95, Andrew Dance, with an awful lot of work to do. And let me just explain briefly why it is that some of these drivers have started so far down the field. This formula takes its roots from the National Hot Rod Association, whereby the colour of the roof of the vehicle denotes the grade of the driver. The quicker you are, the further back we go. And we're in car now with Andrew Dance, having to fight through the traffic, switching from left to right. On the right-hand side of him, number 22, Peter White. We saw him earlier in the Special Saloons race, and the race leader, early race leader, 55, Victor Herzig, is pushed out again by number 13, Brian Warren, who's having a very unhappy race indeed. 13, unlucky for some. Andrew Dance then, making his way with a clear track ahead of him. But there is the new race leader, number 47. In second place, number 80. That's Colin Weldon from Basildon in Essex, a plant fitter. But Duncan McLeod in that Toyota Starlet as the very disgruntled Victor Herzig from Harrow in Middlesex is persuaded out of the car by the track marshal as the race leader comes round. come round very quickly. They do, let me tell you. 0.687 the short circuit distance, so they're round in the blinking of an eye. That car is parked in a very dangerous position indeed. I only hope and pray that the yellow flag is being shown on the apex of the turn. Look at the activity. Colin Weldon, number 222, Tony Frost from Chatteris, also making his presence shown, and Andrew Dance is breathing down the back bumper now of Colin Weldon. So the Total Tyres sponsored British champion is making his presence felt very heavily indeed. This is where it can count as they come up behind. Also getting involved behind Dance, another car closing dramatically, but look at the lead now, over the start-finish line again. One more lap to do then, a little over half a mile for number 47, Duncan McLeod to do. The battle, however, very much alive for second, third and fourth place. Is currently sitting in second place, Tony Frost, number 222. And look at Andrew Dance, the road is closing down before him. Absolutely nowhere to go, and he's in fourth. Colin Weldon, number 80, is in third, and right on the back of the bunch, forcing hard, number 77, Cliff Butler. Home run then, some 50 yards lead for number 47, Duncan McLeod. Nothing can take the victory from him now. Pushed down to fifth, a very dispirited number 95, Andrew Dance, the reigning British champion.
So, valuable points in the TVS Challenge to Duncan McLeod. Tony Frost in second, with Colin Weldon also nicely placed for next week's Inter Saloons final.